Hi everyone, I'm Steph and I'm the Student Wellbeing Officer here at UA92, and today I'm going to share with you my top tips for staying physically and mentally well while we're spending more time at home, particularly if you're feeling anxious or low in mood. So these are some very simple tips, but they should be pretty effective. The first one is create a new daily routine. Creating a new daily routine can be helpful because it provides our days with structure, but don't be a slave to it. Use it as a guide rather than something you feel like you have to do. Try to incorporate physical activity, so getting as much fresh air, sunlight and nature as you can, keeping your mind stimulated with activities, reading, journaling, and incorporate some quiet and restful time. So things like mindfulness, prayer and meditation might be helpful. You could even make a list of things that you want to do each day and tick these off as you do them so that you get a real sense of achievement. Second tip is stay connected. So keep in touch with friends, family, and anyone you might be able to offer friendship and company to. So people who might be on their own or struggling at the moment. We might be physically distancing, but we can definitely stay connected socially. Talk to people you trust if you're concerned about how you're feeling, particularly if you're feeling anxious or low. And there are lots of helplines you can contact via phone, but also via text. Third tip is take care with news and social media. It is important for us to stay informed, but try to avoid too much exposure. Hearing about the pandemic repeatedly can be distressing and very overwhelming. We need to keep ourselves well and try to focus on the positives can really help with this. Also try to schedule in some quiet time, preferably time without your phone or social media, to take a break from everything. We are at risk of filling our time with lots of conversations at the moment, which can be great, but taking time to sit back, reflect and be mindful of the way that you're feeling is also really important. Fourth tip is try something new. Learning something new is great for our minds and can help keep us occupied while we're spending more time at home. You could try learning a language, reading a book, taking up a new hobby, anything really. Fifth tip is self-care. It's really important to look after ourselves and fill ourselves up with things that are going to nourish us and keep us in a good place emotionally during this time. Try writing a self-care list, so a list of things that give you energy and make you happy, and try to do something on it every day. Also, make sure that you're taking regular breaks, getting plenty of sleep, exercising, eating well and staying hydrated. Sixth tip is helping others. If you're well enough and able to, helping others can really help improve our own well-being. You could volunteer in a variety of ways. You could help neighbours, friends or people in your communities with food shopping, collecting prescriptions, befriending services and supporting charities to help the vulnerable, such as the homeless. It helps us when we feel like we're doing something to help others. And final tip is try to focus on the benefits. I know that this time is probably really challenging for lots of us, but trying to focus on and even write down any benefits you can think of. For example, that this provides an opportunity to spend more time with your family, or time to take a step back and gain a new perspective, or time to rest and relax, which can be very difficult because life is usually so busy. Those sorts of things can really help. You might have heard of the saying, having an attitude of gratitude. So thinking about all of the things you're grateful for at the end of each day can really help us to maintain a positive outlook. This can be as simple as the cup of coffee you had that morning, or the fact that the sun's been shining today. And that's it. Those are some of the things I think will help us to stay well this season. So remember to look after yourselves and others and know that we will get through this together. Take care.